what are my struggles, right? I struggle with a lot of things. I'm human. I don't struggle with discipline, process. I do struggle with when I have an opportunity to buy, like when it's time to execute, going big enough sometimes, right? Now, I've solved part of that by establishing my minimums, okay? So my minimum means that, okay, HYG's in automatic 3% because that's my minimum. This is not easy. If it was, then everybody would do it really, really well. People on TV would purport that they do it well, but they don't show you their portfolios. You can't see like in-game real-time position sizing like I show you. But I take this position here, HYG, and I take 3%. That's what I did yesterday. Portfolio Solutions email goes out. After I bought it, it went down, it was going down into the close. So I added 50 basis points. So now it's 3.5%. So here's the question. Why didn't you take it to 5 or 6? It's a good question. Well, if it opens down, then it's still a good question. And if it opens down today, then I could add another 100, 150, 200 basis points, 100 basis points, whatever. It's still going to be a big position. It's just not at my max. But by definition, you could go right to 10. And I never do that. Well, and there's some constraints, right? So if I have, if I'm 90% invested, then maybe I could do that because I could just put 10% in and then I'm 100% invested. But if I'm over 90% invested, that's not going to happen anyway. So the portfolio is constrained when it's close to fully invested. So there's that constraint, which is what it is. But this is not easy. Like, you know, Bitcoin, I use the other example on BTC. So my max position is 4%. Now that may not make me big time in the eyes of all the people who need to be big time in that space, but if I'm three ways crypto, which I currently am, I sold a bunch of stuff when it was bouncing, and you know, Avalanche went straight up. Solana got not to the top end of the range. That's gone. So the current position I have 3. So I have 3 Bitcoin and crypto related positions. 4 times 3 is what? 12. Now, nobody on the planet of big asset allocation, if it's longer term money like my family's account, would say that a 12% asset allocation to Bitcoin and crypto is conservative, right? But where I'm currently positioned is conservative. Because so for example, Bitcoin this morning, that got to 2%, which is half my max. I took it all the way down to 1% earlier this week, right? And ETH, I got that at 2%. So, and then I got Doge at 1%. So I got 5. Whether or not, I mean, it's a struggle for me because, of course, you'd love to go max before anything goes up, right? That's the struggle. I mean, it's part of the game. Would you like to score 3 goals every game? That's great. But you're not going to score 3 goals every game, okay? So everything should be a struggle if your goal is perfection. That's why I always say, seeking perfection is a noble goal. I have no problems with that. Trying to get better every day, it's an unlikely outcome, but it certainly raises the bar in terms of your own evaluation of yourself and of your process. So these are 2 different things, and I tried to go through that. So I went through that in detail in the early look as well. Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.